Good afternoon, everyone. It is Saturday, December 5th, 2021. And I just wanted to say hi to everyone. It's been a week or so since I did any video. And sometimes I like to be a little more personable than instead of posting. So I just wanted to share a week ago today, we did an event at a local restaurant in town and it went amazing. I couldn't be any more happier. I actually left that day the house. It was kind of cool. I was putting on my shoes. I think I posted something about this, but I have on my video screen my brother, a friend of ours, Gail, and my daughter, Rube. And I looked over as I was tying up my shoes and I was like, thank you to my brother because my heart, I know what I'm doing by opening up about mental health and addiction, that it already has made a difference. And I feel good inside because I've come out with a lot of things that I've dealt with my whole life. Many doors and windows have opened. It's been an amazing thing. And the event actually nailed it with several things. Not only, getting, people thanking, that people are coming out chatting about it and wanting to do something because as far as I'm concerned, mental health is just as important as any other healthcare, anything. But unfortunately, it's also a subject, mental health and addiction, people don't like to talk about. And if anybody knows me, and I mean really knows me, I have never had an issue talking. And that's when I really said, you know what? I'm going to come out and share my stories so I can help others. And seeing, like I said, with the windows and the doors that have even just opened in the last week, so many things are moving forward. And it's nice to talk to people and have people reach out to me or vice versa. I'll ask other people. I'll share actually a story with you in a minute. What works for you, what works for me. I'm not an expert, but I will tell you I'm a survivor. So, you can see anybody medically you want or what have you, but no matter what you're dealing with, the work comes in here. A chemical imbalance or what have you, there's got to be work. And to live the life that you should be living, you have the right to be happy. You have the right to feel free. And I just want to help others because I go through shit days. Actually, want to hear something weird? Love my cousin Penny to death. She's a great girl. It's been a monster. I've had back issues for about 3 years. I don't usually share a lot of my medical shit, but I figure, frick, I'm sharing all my other shit. I might as well. The thing is I have medical stuff. I had a very large piece of mesh put in my abdomen. Probably about 9 years ago, I had something called complex hyperplasia, which is precancer. And so I had a choice, watch it grow or take it out. Well, I had already had babies and I said, get it out of there. So that went well, healing, what have you. And about, I want to say 9 months after that, go figure, I developed a grapefruit-sized hernia where they reinforced me with an extremely large piece of mesh. It's kind of like a sheet of paper. It's the only way I can describe it. If you look at the medical term or what have you, it's a very large piece. It's because I had so much other mesh that was repaired and blah, blah, blah prior to that, that they just basically anchored me up like a turkey, so to speak. However, I've always had issues with one side of it where it will burn and pull. Again, me being the way I am, I don't let stuff define me. I just keep moving, plugging along. Not that I don't have breakdowns, because if that's another thing, yeah, I do. Lots of them. So 3 years ago, I I had an injury to my back. And I honestly think a lot of it happened because what I was doing at the time, I was using, because of my stomach issue, not very much abdominal wall. I have no butt, but I have a large belly. It's not attractive. Anyways, but I was overcompensating, and I have a herniated disc and issues with my neck and what have you. So I did the route, they were easily going to give me surgery in a heartbeat, blah, blah, blah. I said, nope, I'll deal with this on my own. So I was doing really good. I was working with a physical therapist, not a fan of pain med, but I was like, honestly, after the last 2 surgeries in 1 year, I'm like, I'm good. I don't want anybody doing anything. So I literally the last 2 weeks, I was going back and forth with a hospital. Actually, it's been going on since the summer, but the last 2 weeks. Now, mind you, I'm getting ready for an event. Now I got the hospital on the phone with me, plus the insurance company, because they wouldn't pay for an injection for my back. But God forbid they would put me on a table in a heartbeat to have it taken care of. And I'm like, yeah, no, that's not happening. So I was venting. I don't know. One of my cousins got in touch. She's a great girl. Anyway, she was sharing a story about her husband. And I'm like, you know what? I've done chiropractor before. So I just had my first visit yesterday. And that's the route I'm turning back to. I used to do a lot of like naturopath, homeopathic, a lot of my supplements, blah, blah, blah. I did meditation and I'm still do meditation, but I was more into my care. And I don't mean to cut people in the medical because God forbid, but I mean, because I have like a couple of my best friends work in Burlington. One of them works in Rutland. I have friends that are doctors. I have relatives that are doctors. So I love you all, love what you do. But my approach personally is more naturopath, holistic, take care, like me more having more control of myself, which I noticed the last 3 years I did not. I'm going to have chronic pain no matter what. But I don't want to be waiting for a doctor's office when they're going to do this or my insurance company. I'm done with that business. And like I said, if I was to have surgery, I'd be right on a table in a heartbeat. Not happening. So I went and saw my first visit with a chiropractor yesterday. It was extremely interesting. I've gone before where I used to live up north in Middlebury. And that was, gosh, my kids were still pretty young. So I don't think I was working. No, it was probably, I want to say maybe 12 years ago. It actually worked. I got turned on to something called BioFreeze. Awesome stuff I put on me. So anyways, I gave it a whirl and I go back next week, but it was so freaky today. I got up and I swear to God, it felt like I never slept. I was like, what the hell's happening to me? So, I have found out that's actually a very normal thing. And as you can see, I went and got my hairdo today. Went to my favorite girl, Crystal, who's in town. She's awesome. But she was also doing a really sweet deal today, too, like cutting people's hair. And then she was going to, her proceeds, or I forgot what she was doing. But it was just nice. It's like, a year or that time forgiving. And which brings me back to my last weekend. The event we did was amazing. Awesome music. Dave's stepsister, Kara, and her band. Oh my God, amazing. Her little girl, Aria, sang the song with me because my granddaughter sings it with me, but she wasn't here. But it's Trolls, I'm Coming Out. Because when I started really going full bore with everything, I start singing that song, I'm coming out by Trolls or whoever sings it, but it was cute because Aria sang it with me. We had some wonderful prizes. We had some great giveaways. We had some good friends. It was nice. Would I have wanted it bigger? It didn't matter because you know what? I was happy. We raised like over $1,000 in 3 hours, which I thought was awesome. Like I said, lots of doors and windows have been opened. We have more events coming up, more people wanting to get involved. And for that, I am so grateful. And again, as I want to always share with people is you're not alone. You are not alone. I go through good days, bad. I take them. I listen to myself. I do what's good for myself, what's good for me. Not what anybody else is telling me what's good for me. Or that facade, which drives me nuts. People want to put like everything's great. It's like, okay, well, that I've lived that life. It's friggin' exhausting. It's like, be real, own your shit. You know, don't pretend somebody you're not. Be help. My God, I'm fixing my hair like. But anyways, it's and see, I'm in my got a little candle going on. I got my little, I don't know if you can see it, my buddy heater. I usually have like a back what do you call it? Like a wall Dave puts up. But he's actually making his hot sauce right now. He makes the chocolate Java cherry crunch or some business or whatever it's called, but it's awesome. But I just wanted to say, hey, I haven't talked to anybody for I haven't done a video for like a week and a half, I think. I tried I tried to do one live. Oh, we all know how well that went. But anyways, I just wanted to say hi, how thankful I am. You know, miss my bestie. She's I think I'm going to see her in a couple weeks. I think she's coming back home. She lost a family member. So, but I love her to death. And she's a powerhouse, and she's gotten me through a lot of things since I was very young. So, and I also want to say thank you. And hey, I know she is on my page, but Betsy, a lot of my girlfriends in South Burlington remember her, but I don't think Bets knew how important she was in my world as a young girl, and something I am going to say thank you to her for the rest of my life. So I love you. Have a great day, rest of the day. It's like I said, Saturday afternoon. My husband's inside making hot sauce. I'm chilling outside, and my back right now, I'm wicked tired. But I also stopped a month ago drinking coffee. Month and a half? Yeah. So not that I was a hardcore, but I'm like, okay, I'm not going to do that. Well, I have anxiety and then jack it up a little more with coffee. So I'm like, I'm going to cut that out for a while. So anyways, life is good. One day at a time. It is that season, and take care of you. Whatever works for you. Like right now, I'm chilling outside. Sometimes just change the scenery. And I know I say that all the time, but it's true. And if you don't have a SheShed, you can come over and borrow mine. I don't want to hang out with you because it's kind of small, but it's cozy. And it's just a good place to kind of chill. I like it. So anyways, have a great day. Thanks.